Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really digging into the pet product market. What's shifting? What's trending right now? January 2025.
Yeah, there's a lot happening.
We've pulled together quite a bit. Market data, consumer surveys, industry analysis, the works.
Good stuff.
And this deep dive is brought to you by CPG AI. Our goal really is simple. Give you, the brand managers, the product developers, the e-commerce pros in the pet space, the insights you actually need.
Yeah, actionable stuff, not just theory.
Exactly. It's a fast market, so we want to make this digestible and genuinely useful. Let's jump in.
Okay. Where should we start? The way people are shopping seems like a big one.
Yeah, let's unpack that first. This idea of the omnichannel pet parent. It sounds like it's really taken hold. The numbers are quite something.
They really are. So, Packaged Facts and MRI-Simmons data shows 56% of U.S. pet owners are shopping across multiple channels. That's already a majority.
56%, okay.
But get this for millennials. That number jumps way up to 68%.
Wow, 68%. So it's not just a niche thing anymore. It's how the core demographic, or a huge chunk of it, shops.
It's the dominant behavior now, yeah. They're moving between, say, Walmart, Chewy, online, maybe Petco for specific things, even Target.
Right. They're not just picking one lane.
Not at all. They're using different channels for different needs, maybe bulk food online, a quick treat pickup at Target, specialist advice at Petco.
Okay, so if you're a brand manager just being on Chewy or just being in Petco, well, it's probably not enough anymore, is it?
Definitely not. You need that visibility everywhere. It's about how well you do omnichannel, not if.
And for product developers,
yeah,
does the product itself need to change?
It raises questions, definitely. Is your packaging optimized for an online thumbnail and a physical shelf? Is the product info clear and consistent everywhere?
And what about loyalty? That seems tricky if people are buying all over the place. How do e-commerce folks handle that?
That's a huge piece of the puzzle. Loyalty programs have to evolve, right? They need to be seamless.
Right.
Meaning you get points or recognition whether you buy online, in-app, or in the store. It all needs to connect back to that single customer view. Build that consistent brand journey.
Got it. Okay, let's switch gears. Sustainability, always a big topic. But the data here looks, well, a bit contradictory.
It's fascinating, isn't it? You've got this strong global sentiment. 77% say sustainability shouldn't mean sacrifice. People want it to be easy.
Right. They believe in it.
But then you look at North America and only 42% actually bought a sustainable pet product recently. There's a pretty big gap there.
So what's stopping them? I mean, the obvious guess is money.
That's definitely number one. Cost is consistently the biggest barrier people mention.
Uh-huh.
But there's also this green fatigue concept. People are kind of bombarded with eco messages.
All right, you hear it everywhere.
And if the benefit isn't super clear and immediate, like for their pet's health or their own convenience, the message just gets lost in the noise.
So for a brand manager, just slapping a green label on isn't the magic bullet anymore?
Probably not on its own. The smart play seems to be linking sustainability to other things people really care about, like convenience or better health outcomes for the pet, maybe superior taste. Make the sustainable choice the better choice overall, not just the greener one.
And for product developers, what does that look like in practice?
It could mean innovation in packaging, think compostable, refillable maybe, or really transparent ingredient sourcing. Low-waste formats, things that offer a tangible upside beyond just the environmental angle.
Okay, makes sense. Now, something a bit more potentially disruptive, tariffs. There's some talk about that again.
Yes, it's definitely on the radar for industry leaders. With the potential return of Donald Trump, there's discussion about, pretty significant tariffs.
How significant are we talking?
The numbers being floated are potentially up to 100% on goods from BRICS countries and maybe 25% on imports from Canada and Mexico.
Wow. Okay, those are serious numbers. What's the main worry for pet product companies?
It really comes down to production costs, especially for brands that rely heavily on imported ingredients.
Right, which is a lot of them, I imagine.
Exactly. So if you're in product development or managing the supply chain, this is a big flag. You need robust sourcing strategies.
Yes.
Maybe look at diversifying suppliers now.
So this could push companies to source more locally if these tariffs actually happen.
It could, yeah. Or at least build more resilience, have backup plans. For ingredient-heavy products particularly, having alternatives, maybe more regional or domestic options, could become crucial.
Yeah.
It's about mitigating that risk.
Okay, let's zoom out a bit. The overall U.S. pet market, it's massive.
Absolutely huge. It hit $150.6 billion in 2024.
$150 billion. Wow.
Yeah, and that was up about $3 billion from the year before, so still growing steadily.
And the premium trend, is that still going strong? People wanting the best for their pets?
It is, but it's nuanced. Premiumization is definitely still there, but we're also seeing this massive continued shift to online.
Right, online shopping. What are the numbers there?
Around 65% of owners are now buying online, mostly citing convenience.
65%? That's dominant.
It really is, and we're seeing product preferences evolve too. Like dog food toppers usage has apparently doubled since 2018.
Doubled? Why do you think that is? Just adding a little something extra.
Seems like it. Maybe enhancing flavor, adding some specific nutrients, or just giving variety without a full food switch. It kind of points to this idea of premium plus practical.
Explain that premium plus practical.
It means owners want high-quality, premium-feeling products, but they also need them to be convenient, easy, and, importantly, fit the budget.
Ah, okay. Which leads to maybe a less positive point, pet debt.
Yeah, that's the flip side. Inflation's definitely hitting pet owners. Around 37% report having pet-related debt.
Oof, that's quite high.
It is. And it really underlines why value matters. So for brand managers and product developers, think versatile formats, maybe value packs, things that enhance the experience without a huge price jump, balancing that premium feel with accessibility.
Okay. This next trend is really interesting, how lifestyle brands are crossing over into pets.
Yeah, it's becoming much more common, and some are really creative. Like you see Crocs making dog shoes now.
Crocs for dogs. Seriously.
Yep. Or Z-Dog doing gear with Marvel characters. Origin even did a Lion King-themed launch with Disney.
Huh. So it's not just pet companies making pet stuff anymore.
Not at all. It really shows how pets are, part of the culture now, part of our lifestyle, part of the family.
They're integrated.
Totally. And that opens up huge opportunities, doesn't it? Especially for brand managers. Think about licensing deals, collaborations.
Right, partnering with a known lifestyle brand could generate buzz.
Exactly. It connects with pet parents, particularly Millennials and Gen Z, who really see their pets as reflecting their own style and identity. It's a powerful way to resonate.
Okay, so bringing all this together, if you're a brand manager, a product developer, an e-commerce lead in the CPG pet world, what are the absolute must-dos right now? What are the key takeaways?
All right, let's boil it down. Based on everything we're seeing, here are maybe 5 key actions. 1, you have to invest in that seamless cross-channel experience. Make it easy for people wherever they shop.
Okay. 1, omnichannel experience.
2, rethink sustainability. Don't just talk green, talk tangible benefits, health, convenience, value. Link it back to the owner and pet directly.
2, reframe sustainability. Got it.
3, look hard at your supply chain. Assess the tariff risks, even if they're just potential risks right now. Diversify if you need to. Be proactive.
3, assess supply chain risk.
4, explore those collaborations. Look for ways to connect pet care with wider cultural or lifestyle trends. Think outside the traditional pet box.
4, explore collaborations.
And 5, nail that premium plus practical balance. Develop products that feel premium but are also accessible, convenient, and offer real value.
5, premium plus practical. Okay, so just to recap this deep dive, which was brought to you by CPG AI, we've covered the rise of the omnichannel shopper, the need for smarter sustainability talk, potential trade headwinds, the demand for that premium practical mix, and how pets are weaving into broader culture via lifestyle brands.
Which leaves us with a final thought for you, listening in. A question, really.
Go for it.
Considering all these shifts, the omnichannel shopper, sustainability nuances, potential cost pressures, cultural integration, what's one big assumption you have about your target pet parent that maybe, just maybe, needs a fresh look in 2025?
Good question.
And following on from that, what new partnership or maybe what product innovation could really tap into these converging trends and drive some real sustained growth for your brand?
Definitely something to chew on. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.